Hey there, Virgo. My name is Miss Wheat, and I have a message that is meant for you during the month of January 2021. I've got three gods and goddesses with a keyword at the bottom. We will discuss what's going on with each god and goddesses and the message that they have to deliver for you, starting with the beginning of the month, the middle of the month, and then the last card will represent the end of the month for January 2021. The first message we have is from the goddess Hera, which her keyword is commitment here. Okay, it's commitment. All right, and Hera's message is that a relationship of some kind is going to be spotlighted. You might need to re-examine your loyalties or slash your commitments because jealousy must be put aside for the greater good. Okay, I just want to let you know that Hera also rules marriage and vows or commitments. All right, that's why we have the keyword being commitment. Another thing that you might need to know about Hera is that some of her symbols involve cows, peacocks or peacock feathers, pomegranates, poppy seeds, even like the symbol of the lion or the lion's head, and also sometimes the color red, right? So yeah, let's try to figure out what's going on to the first part of the month, correlating with the keyword being commitment. We have Two of Pentacles, all right? Two of Pentacles, we already know that's about being balanced, all right? So if you're in any type of relationship, whether it be friends or lovers or if you're like a parent or something, you might need to free up a little bit of space. You might need to create a balance between your work life and your social life because we do have pentacles here, and I am seeing children here. So if you are a parent, you might want to free up some time with your children or make room for your children, or you might be finding it hard to kind of balance that aspect between your work life and spending time with the rest of your family. You just need to kind of draw that line of where work stops and where family comes, which one comes first. One right now is kind of higher than the other one. And you might need to kind of, consider which one is more important to you, or which one, I don't want to say which one is more important to you, but, which one should come first. You ask yourself that, and then you make the choice. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. All right. Because I do feel like you are doing some sort of a balancing act by trying to hold everything together. And it can get really, really tough too. For lovers, for friendships, there's some distractions there. And so you're just trying to do this really difficult balancing act. And these patterns, this back burner pattern is not going to last. It's not going to hold up for long. All right. So someone is feeling neglected. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is that there's someone who might be feeling a little bit neglected. All right. Let's see, maybe, maybe somebody might be feeling a little bit disappointed or left out of the circle. I feel like also, that's pretty much it. Just feel like somebody's feeling left out here. Okay. With the keyword being commitment. So like I said, Harris keywords is for you to kind of, there needs to be some sort of a spotlight put on a relationship. There needs to be some form of commitment. There needs to be a little bit, one of the commitments need to be addressed is what I'm saying. All right. They're in the middle of the month. We've got Three of Swords of the month of January here. All right. So obviously there's been some sort of a heartbreak or a disappointment. Somebody's been left alone. Someone's been even, struggling with their grief. Someone around you has been struggling with grief. All right. Maybe it could be yourself, maybe it could be somebody else, but this person is really focusing on a breakup. Okay. It's hindering this person from moving forward in your current situation. All right. There might even be like a little bit of jealousy because there was a time that even Hera herself became jealous. So, maybe there's a little bit of jealousy going on here, and the jealousy is just causing continuous heartbreak. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm noticing that someone has a cold heart. All right. Normally we have the Three of Swords with a depiction of a heart, but there is no heart, but still it's just a very cold and dark day. Okay. So somebody's been given like the cold shoulder treatment, left out in the cold, just feeling, again, I'm just going to reiterate that Two of Pentacles. You just might want to watch that energy because there's somebody, either it could be yourself or somebody in your corner who's just really feeling left out here. Okay. Let's see, what else do I get from this? Yeah. I think it's time to, I'm even getting feelings of like being timid, not only jealousy, but like timidness or jealousy. They're kind of afraid to speak out. They might even be a little bit ashamed. I think somebody needs to give way for a new opportunity here. Okay. And it looks like that's going to actually happen because at the end of the month, we've got the Knight of Wands. All right. So whether or not someone is kind of fed up, this could be your energy. If you're fed up, you're not getting the attention that you need, you're not getting the attention that you're desiring, or maybe there's somebody who's wanting your attention, Virgo, somebody screaming out for your attention and you're not giving it to them. All right. And this could be a potential relationship, things of that matter. I'm not sure. It could also be with children, anything that deals with a connection with another human being here, or maybe even a pet. But you might need to give a little bit more time to this. Okay. Now back to my Knight of Wands. Okay. So this person could literally be a fire sign who you're not giving your attention to, and it could just be a male figure that's not getting the attention that's not giving getting the attention from the Virgo. Use the story as it goes, but someone around you may have kind of assessed your relationship and realized that this isn't, this is not for me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they found some new energy, and maybe some excitement elsewhere, or maybe this is just saying you're motivated to pursue further, thing. It's like you're just being pursued to do other things here. Because if you look at our Knight of Wands, he's facing the future, right? And not only that, what card do we have? It went in this order. The Three of Wands was the energy of the middle of the month. So this person is turning away from that heartbreak. This person is turning away from that cold shoulder behavior, that back burner energy, right? And they're looking out towards the future, because when we have a person facing the left, the receiving hand, the left hand is the receiving hand. You're ready to receive something new. You're ready to receive the future and the possibilities that the future can that you can access in that future. Okay. Yeah, someone's also chosen not to be a victim of the pain anymore. That's another thing that this is saying, right? All right, this person is basically motivated to pursue other things. Pain is not going to be an issue anymore for this person. All right, so that is what Hera's message is trying to say, dealing with the keyword being commitment. And that goes for, vice versa. If you're dealing with someone who's not giving you the attention, or if you have somebody in your corner, that Virgo, that is begging for attention, and you haven't even really, you gave them attention, but it's not the right attention that they're looking for. All right. Now moving on to our next card, we have the god Prometheus, and the keyword is altruism. All right, altruism. So Prometheus message is telling you that you need to make decisions to start project that is for the good of all. Seek a healthy balance between yourself and others. What is the key word for Virgo? All right, let's go through. Aries, the key word for Aries is I am. Taurus is I have. Gemini is I think. Cancer is I feel. Leo, I will. Virgo, I work, right? So doing things for the greatest and highest good of others, as well as yourself, but it's a sense of sacrifice. That's what the altruism is here for. All right, it's like making a sacrifice. Now, I also wanted to tell you, Virgo, it's kind of interesting that I got the Justice card, considering that things that most Virgos like to indulge themselves in as far as career-wise is like a person who is highly creative, writing, even something with law, maybe police, maybe court, a judge, sometimes even a doctor, or maybe even a dentist, something along those lines. Those are really good jobs for most Virgos because it's giving back to the community, right? So when I see this Justice card here, I'm feeling like right now there's like the legal system is a big thing for you at this time, okay, during the first part of January, whether it's being in a divorce or being in a marriage, I'm not quite sure, but the legal justice system is an important thing to you, or either just standing up for the truth for someone, learning the truth, understanding the truth, creating a healthy balance between the truth is something very important to you at the beginning of the month of January 2021. Let's see, what else do I see? Yeah, so first of all, being straightforward and fair is an important thing for you. Like I said, maybe a writer writing something is going to be really significant for you for some reason at this point in time, because we do have scrolls. So maybe you're reading books or reading reading up on information that deals with rules and regulations, or maybe you're just creating a book that has something to do with instructions. Okay, so that could be what it is. Let's see, what else do I see when I look at this? I am kind of freestyling. I mean, I picked out the cards, but I'm sort of freestyling still. So um, let's see. Another thing I'm getting is that uh, let's see. Yeah, another thing is that I'm getting that you might need to pay attention to your health. All right, because I did mention a doctor, right? So maybe some of you might need to go see a doctor, right? So doctors might be really important. You might just want to ask yourself, what about your health is important to you? Something is beneficial that you're missing. I'm going to say that. That's what I am getting from this card. Make good choices. And remember that when you make good choices, or just the fact that you're making choices, you have to be able to be accountable for those choices. So some of you Virgos are going to be really drawn to make really important decisions based in truth, decisions based in your health, your personal care life, things of that nature. All right, you might need to start putting yourself. It might also be saying that you might need to start putting yourself first, because maybe you've had a little bit too much, because I am noticing that the scales are a bit imbalanced. Okay, you be the judge of that. Get it, judge? No, I'm just playing. Anyway, yeah, you be the judge of that, because some things are a little bit imbalanced here when it comes to the keyword being altruism. Maybe there's some things that you are neglecting within yourself that you might need to address here. Okay, moving on to the middle of the month. What do we have? Five of Swords, man. So obviously you've been putting up a good fight. Um, but you can't make everybody see things from your perspective, and think about this. It's always fun and games until someone gets hurt. Somebody's been playing some games, right? It's like they've been taking you for granted. All right, don't continue to uh, hopefully this person doesn't continue to provoke hostility and mistrust. All right, because you are a generous person. Virgos are generous anyway. They give for the highest and greatest good of other people. But I feel like this person may be, that's why we have the scales unbalanced here. Somebody is probably using someone, and everything is fun and games until somebody gets hurt. They think this is fun. They don't recognize the seriousness of it. If you notice the kids in the background, they're not very mature. They're playing with swords. Um, and they're not coming at you with a responsible attitude. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to obtain the gifts that you have given them in a responsible manner here. So you might need to kind of withhold or draw back. And not to mention, the number 5 does stand for opportunity as well. Okay, it's a change, but it's an opportunity for change and freedom. But this person still has to have the understanding of what to do with that. All right. Um, yeah. And without that, you can't have progress, right? Without understanding and change, you can't have progress without that. So this person is like, you're giving to this person and they're not changing. They're not changing their ways. So that's why we have the scales, the justice scales. Be careful about how you give yourself away. All right. Let's see. Oh, and another thing I'm just thinking about this card is, you know, I'm going to tell you that sometimes the 5 of Swords can represent regret in some way. So regret is the most genuine reaction, and I'm feeling like because this is the sword, so I'm guessing this is probably from an air sign: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And because there's a lot of water or ice cold energy around this person, it could definitely be a air sign. But I'm also feeling like, excuse me, I'm also feeling like this could be from a water sign: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right. So yeah. And I don't know why I'm seeing Prometheus is reaching out and touching something, but maybe you could be reaching out to somebody soon. Maybe you could be reaching out to another water sign, Virgo. Maybe you could be reaching out to another air sign, Virgo. All right. Um, what is the last card that we have dealing with the keyword being altruism? We have the High Priestess. All right. Let me think. Yeah. So we have the High Priestess. All right. Practicality is going to be necessary at this time. All right. Always act within the highest and greatest good of others. We already know that. That's what you do anyway, Virgo. Um, I feel like this person has been trusting you with a lot of their secrets, or maybe you have been trusting someone with a lot of your secrets. Just be careful, because I feel like, you know, whoever has been giving you secrets, they trust you a whole lot. They have made a connection with you unlike any other. All right. Or either you have made a connection with this person unlike any other. Um, this person also may know a little bit of magic. Maybe they did some magic on you to make you feel a little bit more trusting, because the high priestess can deal with witchcraft as well. But, I'm not saying it's like they've manipulated you, but definitely they have made it to where it's easy for you to open up emotionally to this person. Or maybe this person is wanting you to open up emotionally to them. They're wanting that physical touch. They're wanting that connection, even over the phone, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much all I get from the High Priestess card. Oh, and another thing I'm thinking about is maybe this person's having a lot of dreams about you, right? Maybe there's also a deeper connection here, because when I think of the High Priestess, I think of past life energy. Maybe this person has like, I'm thinking about, I just saw the Six of Cups in my head. So maybe it's like, a past life energy, or maybe there's some sort of a deeper connection beneath the surface. You know what I'm saying? Um, there's a bit of familiarity with this person. I think you might need to reach out to this person. Okay, it might be a air sign, it might be a fire sign. I mean, not a fire sign, but it might be an air sign or a water sign that you might need to reach out to, Virgo. All right. Moving on to our last god, which is Maui, and it deals with the keyword being discovery. All right. So Maui's message is that you might be feeling a little bit eager to discover something new, maybe something that involves mystery or adventure or curiosity. Um, these three things, all three of these things are going to help you break barriers, okay, and solve problems. Some things that represent Maui are fish hooks, canoes, mud hens, kites, and fire. I would say tattoos, but I don't think that's technically one. Tattoos, I don't think is technically one, but I'm really feeling like tattoos might be important to you, because Maui, like I said, it represents doing something wild, something you wouldn't do. Maybe you might be getting a tattoo this month. I'm just saying, hey, you never know. Yeah, it might be a tattoo, because now we have the King of Cups, right? That's like that very creative type of energy, because the cups are always creative and imaginative. All right. So, other than that, the King of Cups deals with mastering your emotions, being able to effectively assess a situation. That's a tongue twister. All right. Especially when you're dealing with something unfamiliar and uncomfortable, because this is the keyword being discovery. All right. But I feel like at the beginning of the month for you, this is the time to go ahead and really you're going to be drawn to like new things that you wouldn't normally feel comfortable doing, whether it be getting a tattoo, just doing something that you want to do. Even if it's like kayaking or canoeing. It might be canoeing. Maybe you're going to be spending a lot of time in the water. Maybe you're going to be what do you call that, sea sailing or something, or just doing something over the water. Maybe you could be going on a vacation. Maybe you could be planning for a vacation in the beginning of the month, planning for a vacation for the future in the beginning of the month, because we do have our King of Cups. The receiving hand is not showing, but he is still facing his left, and the left is still the receiving side, the future side. So maybe you could be planning a trip to New Zealand. Maybe you could be planning a trip to Hawaii in the beginning of, in the beginning of this year for the future. That's just what I'm feeling from looking at the cards anyway. But basically, this is just trying to tell you to, you're going to be feeling particularly brave for some reason. You want to do something extreme. You want something to like make you feel just different. You're just ready for a change is what it sounds like here. And the King of Cups is just saying that you're ready for that change. All right. So moving on to the middle of the month. We got 9 of Pentacles here, 9 of Coins. All right, so 9 of Pentacles is independent lady, independent male, independent individual. All right, enjoy this independent lifestyle. Like I said, go to New Zealand, go to Hawaii. You got some money on you. Go to New Zealand, go to Hawaii, go to wherever you want to go to with your self-made ass. Okay, another thing is, surround yourself with beautiful things, surround yourself with nature, because we have a lot of coins in the picture. If you think about coins, we remind ourselves that coins ground us back to nature, back to tangible things, practical things as well. It doesn't have to always be shiny, because my coins are shiny, but she's submerged in her emotions right now. She's submerged beneath the surface. All right. So it's like she's submerged beneath the ground, submerged in an element, in her elements, earth, water, those things. That's why I say go to the water. That's why I was saying New Zealand or Hawaii. But anyway, yeah, this is just saying that you're going to be splurging, maybe pampering yourself too. Splurging on something you've never done. Maybe you should take a mud bath. Oh my God, that's what it is. Go take a mud bath. That is so cool. Um, and didn't we say that Maui rules over what is it called? Mud hens. I know that mud hens aren't like actually like made from mud, but it just correlates mud hen. So maybe go take a mud bath. Maybe that's something that you might need to do. Something that's kind of different. And I already said get a tattoo, something wild, right? So yeah, that's just kind of what I'm seeing. Pamper yourself. All right, the last part of January, we have the Four of Swords, dealing with the keyword being discovery here. Now, some of you might need to take a break from all this discovering that you're doing here. Some of you might need to be taking a break, but others of you are ready to get out there. And maybe some of you have been taking a rest and it's time, you've rejuvenated, you've collected your thoughts. It's time for you to get up. All right. A lot of you might be frustrated with the lack of change in your life as well. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee. Discover something new within your city. Maybe you've been inside for too long. I know we're doing this whole social distancing thing, but rest time is over. There are milestones that are needing to be marked with the number 4. All right. We know that number 4 represents, symmetry and manifestations, foundations, and practicality. But all this structure is making you dull. You know what I'm saying? All this structure, it needs to be a little bit of spontaneity in there. I hope I said that word right. I think since you've already been feeling quite rejuvenated, it's time to get out there and do something, Virgo. All right. So, Virgo, I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to ring the bell. That way you can catch me whenever I go live. Okay? Bye.